Hey, I'm Jules Clancy. I'm a former food scientist turned extremely simple cooking coach. So today I'm going to show you how to make my 3+ ingredient harissa chicken tray bake. So it's a meal so easy, it's literally going to feel like it appeared as if by magic. Okay, let's jump into the kitchen.
So I've got half a packet of frozen baby beans. Make sure you buy baby beans because they're much nicer than the old stringy beans. And then 2 chicken thigh fillets. I'm just going to put some salt on those. And then we're going to pop it in a hot oven, so 250C, which is 480F, for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you just want to check if the chicken is cooked. So I use my quick read thermometer, and you want 165F, which is about 73C or higher. Mine's good. If you don't have one of those, you can just cut in, and if it looks pink, pop it back in the oven for a bit longer. And then to serve, I'm just going to smear over some of this delicious harissa paste. And if you didn't have harissa, hot sauce can work really well here. I'm just going to make the chicken look beautiful. Dinner is ready.
Okay, so if you enjoyed this recipe, make sure you go and grab my free app. So it's called Stonesoup, and you just need to go to thestonesoup.com/app, and it's full of hundreds of recipes, really easy recipes just like this. And I add new recipes every week. But if you want to find out more ways to more ideas for this harissa chicken tray bake, stay tuned, because one of the things that I do with Stonesoup is that I include variations, because you might not have a particular ingredient, or maybe you've got a certain dietary requirement that you need to take care of. So I give you ideas on how to adjust the recipe to suit your exact requirements. So with the harissa chicken tray bake, the chicken, it doesn't have to be chicken. I've used thigh fillets here because they're my favorite. I think they have the nicest texture, but you could use other chicken. It could be breast fillets. It could be burgers. It could, if you've got meatballs, you could be using meatballs. You could use harissa sausages, work really well together. Not actually, in Morocco they have these merguez sausages. If you could get yourself some of those, like with a bit of spice in it as well, that would be really lovely here. Then, and also fish, they use a lot of fish in Morocco. So fish goes really well with those harissa flavors. So your more robust fish like salmon, or white fish like hoki, or whatever white fish you have available to you, can work really, really well. It'll cook in a similar amount of time. Fish will probably take a little bit less, but everything else will be similar. And then for vegetarian, I really love eggplant with this, just with the harissa, it just goes so well when you've roasted eggplant. So I would dice the eggplant up so that it cooked fairly in a similar amount of time to the green beans. But another option would be tofu. So I'd add a bit of extra salt for the tofu, but just having that harissa will just really lift it. Or of course, chickpeas would work really well as well. So that's our protein. In terms of the veggies, I do love the green beans with this. However, any frozen veg are going to be good. So you could use frozen peas. I've actually made this with frozen kale, and it was delicious. So just putting the little frozen blobs of kale, and they just cooked down the similar time to the chicken, and that works. The green with the protein and the sauce is a really beautiful combo. Rice, like the cauliflower rice, could work really well, particularly frozen cauliflower rice, so easy. Or actually zucchini would be really good with this. So I don't think I've ever seen frozen zucchini, but fresh zucchini just sliced up and roasted on the tray with the veggies would be really good. And actually, you could also do eggplant and chicken. That would be a really beautiful combo. So that's the veggies. If you've got little people in the house, or carb lovers, serving it with some potatoes, it would be great. Or you could cook up some couscous separately and serve it with couscous. If I'm doing this for with the boys, I would cook them rice probably. Or the other thing I would do is just get some wraps and serve it with wraps. One of them would have a little bit of the harissa, but I probably would serve some ketchup or another boring sauce for them. Yeah, so speaking of different sauce options, let's see. So yeah, the harissa is really lovely, but any of the hot sauces are going to be good. So sriracha or Tabasco or whatever, we've got this smoky barbecue hot sauce that would work really well with the chicken flavors. But if you're not a heat fan, you could take it in a different direction and serve it with pesto instead, say. So then you're getting like more of an Italian vibe. Could be really good. Or you could take it in a Middle Eastern vibe and serve it with hummus. Like pretty much any sauce that you have is going to work well with these chicken and veggies. Or you could like take it in a bit more of in an Asian vibe and like you just serve it with soy sauce or some oyster sauce. So heaps of sauce options, always good. Or yeah, like even just good old mayonnaise, like just to like that can be enough to just give it that that deliciousness. And then in terms of like expanding it out beyond 3 ingredients, like I think like it's a pretty delicious meal as it is. If I was going to add something else, maybe some olives, like that's something that they use a lot in Morocco, or some cheese, like some like they don't have feta in Morocco, but like kind of something similar to that would work well, or a goat's cheese, or like sun-dried tomatoes can work really well. In Morocco, they use a lot of almonds, so like sliced almonds, roasted, beautiful. Or pine nuts, any of the nuts. So many ideas, so many things to play around with. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you leave a comment, let me know, subscribe to the channel, the Stonesoup channel, and also make sure you go and download my free recipe app. So thestonesoup.com/app. Go grab it. I add new recipes each week. And also remember, before you go, just to trust your instincts. And Clancy's law of cooking is that if you think something's going to taste delicious, it usually does. So make sure if you have an idea, just try it and share in the comments and let me know. I would love to hear from you, because the worst thing that could happen is that it doesn't taste as good as you imagine, and then you've learned something. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, have a beautiful week, and I'll catch you next week.